That counts. That counts. That counts. That counts. What is going on, humans? You got your boy Daniel P here for my top 5 hip-hop albums of 2015. Oh my god. My top 5 hip-hop albums of 2016. This is coming a little late, but who cares? Who cares? Before we start, just want to tell you guys this is my opinion. These are my albums. You don't gotta agree with it. You don't gotta be in the comments like, oh, I wouldn't put that. Why'd you do that? This is my opinion. These is my albums. This is what I picked. This is just my little Uncharted 4 book that I got from my little brother, and I wrote them in here. So don't be judging me because I got Uncharted 4 shit popping off. Don't hate on me. Whatever. Album number 5, Views by Drake. Help me! Easily one of my favorite Drake albums. I just feel like he was more emotionally connected to this album, kind of about his city. You know, he raps about his city, but I feel like this was mostly about his experiences in his city and how he felt going through it, and I just honestly feel like this was the most emotionally connected to an album he was since since Take Care, because Take Care is one of my favorite albums from Drake, and I think this is the closest he's gotten to Take Care since it came out. And Take Care is still the best one. This isn't as good as it, but you can feel how you want to feel about Drake, but he still makes good music, and it's still infectious music that you'll always hear on the radio and secretly sing to. And I'm not judging you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not judging you. But that's my number 5 pick, Views. Pick number 4. I think a lot of you guys expected this pick on here. This is Kid Cudi's Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying. I am a huge Cudi fan, if you guys didn't know already. Basically, I feel like it's gotta be. I don't know if other Cudi fans feel like this. You can write below if you feel the same way. I think this is going to be before Man on the Moon 3. Like, Man on the Moon 3 is next. This is how I feel. And this is because of how good it was. The albums before this did not sound anything like this. They sounded good, but they were just different. Just didn't have the same vibe as the Man on the Meme. They didn't have the same vibes as the Man on the Moon albums, and this one really did, and it really felt good. Like, just pure vibes throughout the whole entire album. Sounds that I haven't heard from Kid Cudi, sounds that we haven't heard from Kid Cudi in a long time, and just really had a good time with this album. You can actually see my reaction in my videos. Go check my videos out, and you can see my reaction to this. I really had a good time listening to it. I'm still listening to it to this day. Just really good songs on here. If you're doubting this album just because of what Cudi had put out before this with what's it called, Speed and Bullet to Heaven, what he had put out with all that rock and kind of grungy, depressing kind of feel. If you're scared to listen to it, I'd advise you to listen to it because you could really vibe to it. It's like, it's got some old Cudi feel, it's got some new Cudi feel. It's even got a little pinch of Speed and Bullet to Heaven. Not too much, but it feels good. And you can really feel that passion, that pain, and then you can see and hear that demon slaying by the end of the album. Album 4, Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying. Getting a call real quick and I'm not gonna answer it. Okay, album number 4. Fuck you. Album number 3. For Your Eyes Only J. Cole.
For thinking this world is fair, they let a brother steer the ship and never told him that the ship was sinking.
This was J. Cole's only concept album, unless I'm wrong. I know he's got some concept songs, obviously, but not a whole album. And I was really feeling this, and I really felt that twist at the end. Not gonna ruin it. Should I? Does it really matter? Does it really matter if I ruin it? Whatever. I'm just not gonna say anything about it. But I'm really feeling that twist at the end. You can go see my reaction. Yeah, it was a really good album. Good bars from J. Cole. I'm not gonna say it's his best album because I don't think it is. But a really good album, good solid album from J. Cole. And yeah, finally got a concept album from J. Cole. I don't know who else wanted that, but I did. And really like this album. Really commend J. Cole for following through on his promise. If he really did promise his friend this, then I really commend you for following through on that promise and even making a whole album about it. You could have just made a song, but you made a whole album, and I commend you for that, J. Cole. And thank you for the music. Album number 2, Chance the Rapper, Coloring Book. You can maybe, if you want to see a terrible first reaction, go check out my reaction of this album. That was my first ever first reaction. Kinda awful. Whatever, go check it out. It's just kind of me trying to dip my foot into this reaction game, and came out with that. But whatever, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my number 2 album. Chance the Rapper, really good album. I was on the turnpike working this summer. I think this came out in May. And yeah, after that reaction, which was kind of late, like I hadn't really vibed with it the way that I should have. But after that reaction, I was doing my thing, so I had a lot of time to listen to music, and this was one of the albums that I was playing heavy, because it's a really good album. And it's just the sounds coming off this album, just the vibe, the whole vibe of the album makes you feel so good to even listen to it. Like, it makes you feel good listening to it. It's like gospel rap, which is weird, and it still feels like really good, like gospel, but he's still kind of rapping at you, hitting you with that his childhood moments, hitting you with his faith, hitting you with him being protective over his daughter, hitting you with acid rap feel, hitting you with everything, pretty much is what I'm trying to get at. So this album was really good to me. Really was almost number 1, but you'll see what edged it out. Again, definitely a gospel-like kind of album. He gave you a little piece on the life of Pablo, and I think that's what really got people really excited for this album. And the hype around this album was really big. You know, Chance 3, Chance 3, Chance 3, Chance 3. Everybody talking some Chance 3, and then it came out and it was named Coloring Book. I remember looking for it and I couldn't find it because it was called Coloring Book, not Chance 3. But album number 2, good album. So for my honorable mentions, I was gonna do 1, but I'm gonna do 2. For one of them, I'm gonna do Logic. I'm gonna do Logic's mixtape, Bobby Tarantino. I did do a reaction to this, my second reaction. Don't go watch it, do go watch it. Do whatever you wanna do. Yeah, I really liked that he put out this mixtape as kind of a something to hold his fans over until he put his album out. I hadn't known that this was for hype until after I recorded my reaction, and I heard the intro backwards, which he tells you this is only for hype, and you better be ready for my next album because it's gonna be crazy. But just the feel of this album, just the hype, just the every little track on this album was pretty flames. And I found it as a really good album to lift to. I remember I ended up losing my iPod midsummer, so that's all I had on my phone. Before I knew they had an Apple Music app for Android, I had it in my I had it in my SoundCloud. That's where I had it. I was listening to that, lifting, running, working out, and it was flames to do that too. So this is a really good hype album. Really felt good to me to listen to and work out to and do my thing. So good album. My second honorable mention is Travis Scott's album again. I didn't think it was Travis Scott's Birds in the Trap, Sing Brian McKnight. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect from this album when it was coming out, but I just knew I wanted to listen to it for sure. So I had listened to this out. I actually have the first reaction here on this channel. So I had done my first reaction, but that was late again, and I didn't really get a good listen to it. First reactions aren't everything. So like, if I first react and I don't like something, sometimes afterwards I'll be like, oh, why didn't I like that? Like it was actually a solid track or something. But that being said, I did really like this album. Good tracks on here, really good tracks, good hype tracks. This is like, Travis Scott is one of those artists that is like one of those, he's not a mumble rapper. Like he can kind of fit in a song with them and it would sound good, but he's not one of them. Like he's actually makes meaningful music. He makes a lot of hype music. I love Travis Scott for his hype music. This is who I listen to for my hype instead of like Migos or something like that. I listen to Travis Scott because he touches on every facet of his music. He touches on the beats. He makes sure the production is right. He tweaks little things in the production. He produces a lot of his stuff and he writes his raps. He just lays himself on the track so well, and I think that's what differentiates him from these other artists, these other like kind of mumbly artists, and he's just, I don't know, he's just like a combination of T.I. and Kanye West and Kid Cudi, if you can say that, and I just think he's a good album. He is a good album. No, he is a good artist, and this was a good album from him. Not as good as Rodeo, but good album. Alright, my number one pick, Kanye West, The Life of Pablo. Yes. I remember this album being hyped as hell because he would post pictures of him working on it, kept switching the name, so like it always popped up in my Twitter like, oh, he switched the name again, Swish. Oh, no, it's not Swish anymore, it's The Life of Pablo. Oh, no, it's Waves now. And then he's in beef with fucking Wiz Khalifa. He roasted the shit out of him, by the way. That was kind of funny. But he ended up on Life of Pablo, and it eventually came out, and this was just such a good album. Like, such a good hype album. It was just a good album from Kanye West, coming off of Yeezus, which a lot of people didn't really like or label it as his worst album, which it is his worst album, but it's still a good album because he's Kanye West. But yeah, it was just a good album, good feel, good vibes, good sound. Like again, Kanye West is one of those artists that touches on everything, every facet of his music. Like I was saying about Travis Scott. So I think he just wanted to be a perfectionist on this one. That's why it came out so late. But it just felt like old Kanye West, just like before he started auto-tuning, depression, all this stuff. Before he created that kind of sound for himself. Back to this college dropout kind of just rapping on a beat, coming at you straight up. A couple songs like that, and he had those auto-tune songs on here too. So it was just a good mix of just Kanye West all up in your shit, and it was a good album. Yeah, I just think it just stayed at number one this whole time, and no other album ever touched it, in my opinion. Okay, those were my top fives. Let me know how you guys felt about it. Again, let me know your top five. Write your top five hip hop albums below. And next we're gonna do the R&B albums, and then you can go in there and watch that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna put a poll here anyway. I know you guys are just gonna see it beforehand, click on it and vote. I'm just gonna put these albums on here and see which one wins. If you guys want to see that in the future, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tell your friends, like, comment, subscribe. And the next video, top R&B albums, is gonna start right